Good morning and welcome to our lesson today. We are going to start the first half of talking about writing linear equations from tables and ordered pairs. If you are in my class, we are on the last page of our note packet, all the way on the back, and it literally says linear equations from tables and ordered pairs. For the sake of the video and breaking our lesson up, we are going to do the first part of example 1 and example 2 only today. We will do the second parts tomorrow. Okay, so what we're going to talk about first is finding your equation from a table. So in slope-intercept form means we got to find the slope and the y-intercept. Let's remember that finding the slope from a table means that we need to use the equation, okay? Let's do a little note here. So for slope, we're going to use the equation y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So that's how we're going to find slope. We've done that before. To find y-intercept on a table, we are going to use our slope and work backwards. But what we're looking for y-intercept, and so go ahead and write this, we're looking for where the y value when x is 0. And so we're going to use the slope pattern to figure that out from a table today. Okay, so let's start with our number of balloons and total cost. So starting with slope on here, let's remember that this is our x side and this is our y side. So that means that this would be x1, x2, and you can really pick any values, and this is y1 and y2. So we do that to stay consistent, use the first two. And I apologize for my markers today. They're getting a little bit rough. I'll have to get some new ones. All right, so slope is going to be this. We're going to do 12 minus 6 on the top for y2 minus y1. And then the bottom would be 4 minus 2 for x2 minus x1. So that gives us 6 over 2, which simplifies 6 divided by 2 is simply 3. Now, to find the y value when x is 0, we want to use the pattern, okay? And so what this 3 is telling us is that every time an x goes up by 1, the y goes up by 3 is what that tells us. So what that means, like if you buy 2 balloons, you pay $6. 3 is not included in here, but if you bought 3 balloons, that would mean that it would cost you $9 because really it's going up by 3 each time. It's saying that it's costing you $3 for every balloon you buy. Okay, so if you work backwards, you can do the same thing. So going backwards, 1 balloon, 6 minus 3 would be, that means it would be $3. But we need where x is 0. So if we go backwards again, it goes 3, 2, 1, 0, x is 0. 3 minus 3, y would be 0. Okay, so our b value means that when x is 0, in this case, y would be 0. And so now we have all the information we need to write an equation. The equation would be y equals 3x, technically, plus 0, or just y equal 3x. And that's how you're going to use the pattern to write an equation in slope-intercept form for a table. Okay, the other thing we have to learn today is how we write an equation using just the 2 points. Okay, so we're going to look at example 2 on here. The 2 points we have chosen are 0, -2, and 7, 4. So again, we're going to use the same slope formula, and we've done this before, to get our slope. So remember, with ordered pairs, this is x1, y1, and this would be x2, y2. So we start here, y2 minus y1. So 4 minus -2, and the bottom would be 7 minus 0. Well, 4 minus -2 is going to give you 6, and 7 minus 0 gives you 7. Okay, and so if you try to simplify or divide this, you do get a decimal, so we're going to leave that 6 over 7. Okay, now to find the y-intercept, we have to do something different, and this is new. We're going to use y equal mx plus b. And what we're going to do is we are going to substitute numbers in for y, m, and x, and we're going to solve for b to figure out what it is. How you do this is you choose one of your ordered pairs. I'm going to choose 7 and 4 because they're both positive. And we're going to use our slope. So the y value would be 4. The m is 6 over 7. And the x value that I chose here is going to be 7. So I'm going to say times 7 because they're right close to each other. And then I'm going to leave b alone. Okay, so we're going to simplify. So what we want to do is we're going to times, it says 6 over 7 times 7 is going to be, and I'm going to write it over here. If you multiply that together, right, and I'll show you on a calculator so you can see this, right? If you are to do this correctly, 6 divided by 7 times 7, it tells you it's 6. Notice that the denominator and the whole number we're multiplying are the same. So we really have 4 equals 6 plus b. Now, you can solve this algebraically, or you can ask yourself, 6 plus what number would give me 4? Okay, well, the way we normally do this is we have to get b alone. So the opposite of 6 would be minus 6. That would cancel that. But we also have to do it on this side. So 4 minus 6 is negative 2, and that is going to be our value of b. Now, that's a lot of work, but the final answer is not this. The final answer is to write the equation, and that would be this. I'm going to write it down here for today, but we know that it's going to go with our example 2. Y equals, our slope was 6 over 7, x minus 2. Y equal mx plus b. And that's our final answer. Okay, we are going to work with this again tomorrow. For today, if you have my class, we are going to work on the writing equations number 1 worksheet, doing the even numbers only, and the odd numbers will be extra credit if you choose to do them. Okay, if you have any questions, please feel free to email me, and I will get back to you as soon as I can.